And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to round 2, the Quarantine Cup 2020, here on Dead Air. Tonight we're joined by none other than iPAT, one of the admins of the tournament, and Sir Please, big name in the community. Say hi, boys.
Hello.
Hello. Glad to be here, Caution.
Yeah.
Setting up to be a good match tonight, this evening, this morning, this afternoon, today.
Yeah, G2, one of the better seeded teams in the tournament, going off against Cosmic Mind, who had a pretty decent round 1 on Haunted Forest.
Seed 4 versus Seed 15. To clarify. Waiting on the teams to ready up. But just before they do, what about a bit of a roster rundown?
Yeah, if you want to do a Cosmic Mind, Sir can do G2.
Okay, on the Cosmic Mind we have the Rage Quit Noob, Zhao, Don't Looking Back, and I think the last guy's name is Anal.
Okay.
Thank you.
G2?
Thank you for that, Rajesh. On the G2 lineup, we have Snipe today, and we have Reg HQ. We also have Lion and Ice. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I could definitely go for a Lion bar.
Well said.
Okay, man.
Quite a few people in this party tonight. Few people making special appearances.
Yeah, a bit of a guest appearance
Okay.
from Rajesh and Bram.
Old mate Bram. Haven't heard of that
Yeah.
fella. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty new, I know that, but it's also nice to be around a community that is lovable, not toxic, and always kind to each other, especially in a difficult time like this.
Yeah, I really agree with what you are saying there, Bram. It is very loving, liking, good-looking community. And, you know, we all holding it as each other's handings, and we will. I like you, man.
Did he just say I like you?
Couldn't have said it better myself, to be honest. You too. Just giving a lot of praise to our Lefted 2 community.
It's all about people, Caution.
It is.
And
It is all about the people.
people. It's all it's ever been about. Tournaments. It's all about giving back to the people. With that being said,
Quick
as
update.
Rajesh put it, Mr. Anal is the last guy to go ready before
So
we go
anal.
live. I mean, unless you have a better way of pronouncing that name.
I think I'm just going to call him Az, to be honest.
Analgesics.
See, you can't pronounce it without saying anal. He's doing this to himself, man.
But yeah, just waiting on him to ready up. Do you want to talk about the tank spawn real quick? This early classic greenhouse tank.
Oh yeah. I think we saw a 50% tank earlier, and essentially that was on the plank as you cross. So pretty sure this is just gonna be outside of the greenhouse. Early tank. It's not really fun, this one. I don't like watching this tank or playing it, right?
Yeah, I couldn't agree. It's not a fun tank to play, but
You couldn't
quite
agree.
excited tank fight.
Why you not agree, man?
Like
I
me.
couldn't agree.
Oh,
That's not nice.
I couldn't agree more. Sorry.
There it is. Little shout out to our stream of Vanille, who tirelessly putting a lot of effort behind. I don't know what I should be doing actually. Streaming? Is it really that hard?
Yes.
Bringing you the top quality broadcasting content.
Top of the range in this community. Production.
I don't mean to be throwing any insults or anything, but if it wasn't hard, then Rajesh could do it.
I mean,
Whoa.
I'm sure Rajesh can with all his people
Oh,
in
he's changed his
IT.
name.
Oh, he's changed it. That's Cafe.
Cafe?
I think I
We're
might
going
still call it
live.
Manal. Live we are going. First hit. What do we have?
Infected set up behind.
Come on, then.
Heading straight in, actually. Pull back. Tried to shut down. Jockey shut down, so really just that cool landing there. Pretty good take from G2. First hit. And look at Sniper, he's actually staying up here so he stays in the safe room so they can't spawn.
Blocking them
in the safe room.
spawns. What are your predictions, gentlemen, for this match? It is a home and away. Bomb followed by, I assume, Atlantic.
Let's see what Sir thinks. What do you think, Sir?
Well, we're looking at some pretty good pings here. I haven't seen these low pings in a while, but I do think G2 has very low pings on their home server as well. Maybe even lower. And that's going to play in their favor.
For
sure.
Being one of the top seeded teams in the tournament. I expect to see a lot of good SI clears, a lot of good SI coordination. These guys are
Tank
my
at the moment,
heroes.
15% first pass. They did just sack Boomer and Charger, so trying to get a better set for this tank commit. Keeping that first pass at the moment. Should be heading in momentarily once they get to spawn. And this is probably the ideal set for this tank fight in here, wouldn't you boys agree?
I agree, and actually, they've got 4 people on top. No one's down below. As another hunter, wow! Reggie,
Okay, so,
my man Reggie.
so
clearing
apparently
both the
Cosmic
hunter
Mind
and
didn't
zombie.
agree. They're sacking the whole lot. This is...
What is going on? They're gonna be, they're losing. Very, oh, are they losing? I think they should
Not
loss.
No, they're still keeping sight.
If that was a full
Silence.
loss, that was an AI
But
tank.
we just lost. Oh, that's second pass, and this is going to be scary because I don't think they're going to have a good
Boomer
setup,
lands
though.
on Zoe.
Really nice Boomer spawn there, actually.
I
The
think they were
Charger
caught
on
in
this.
between, yeah.
I don't know about this commit though. It's quite early, especially considering the Horde is nothing in this map.
Well,
SI not even in
75%.
position. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, and he's dropped.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh. Charger misses. Hunter. Hunter lands, but will get cleared fast enough as the tank climbs over the pots, gets a punch onto Snippet, and misses the second punch. Dead tank. 3 survivors still healthy. All 4, actually.
You hate to see it.
So, wow, what a take by G2. I think... I'm not too sure about that sack there. I think they had the best spawns possible for that tank fight, and they decided to throw them away.
I think more than the take by G2, it was a lot of misplay by Cosmic Minds. Stacking that SI as they get a 2-2 here.
Just going in.
And Donkey and Boomer all doing minimal damage. But yeah, that was a very confusing, and it's not the first time I've seen it in this tournament where that tank is left stranded with no SI, or that tank, like Sir said,
Ooh! The end.
had some time. Oh, that that Charger lands on Louis. That's probably one of the biggest scores I've seen so far in round 1 of.
Yeah, G2 on the away serve, 552 bonus, giving them a chapter score of 852 points. Now, besides the Lion, they all have, 160-ish plus ping, so that's a really good map one for them on their away serve.
Not too sure what ping the Chinese lads will be getting on the Russian server. I don't imagine it'd be anything like that. Or that low, rather.
Oh, I think they'll all have red ping, probably like in the 170 range.
Okay. Thanks for your clarification, buddy. Good to have you
mate.
around.
Got you covered. Got you
Good to
covered.
have you around.
So it looks like G2 is electing to hit a little bit later here, maybe even save for the run back potential. Looks like they're setting up for maybe a death
A
charge?
deathy. Looks like a deathy.
I could be wrong because I missed a few games today, but I don't think we've seen a death charge on map 1 yet, have we?
No, we have not.
Only map 2. That was yesterday against the Spirit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, everything going in there.
That Charger and Spitter and Jockey.
Bit
Great
of a slow
damage.
clear there.
Great
Yeah.
damage.
2
But,
slams.
Good hit. Charger and Smoker just syncing up, and that gives them like, what was that? 70 damage with the first hit, or even more. Just 70 on the one person.
Have a gaze at your messages here, Caution, real quick.
I think this tank just crashed, by the way, because I just saw him sitting still in this house, so
No.
hopefully that's not the case, but hopefully he just alt-tabbed or...
You see your message there, Caution?
Yeah, if we could just confirm that.
It has been. Can I get a 1 in chat, Vanille, if that has been confirmed?
And we do see a 2-boom coming out, actually.
Thank you.
It's still up.
Conversation for later. 2 boom, as you
It's
mentioned.
just rolling in.
Rolling in. I'm not sure what the Charger's doing. The Charger's just sitting there AFK. No, he's positioning himself towards the front. As Zoe gets hunted towards the front, it'll be an easy corner for the
Tommen.
However, he changes his decision. He'll smack Bill in 3 punches. Oh, he misses a punch. Dead tank.
So not too bad of a take. Tank did get 1 in-cap, which is pretty good in that greenhouse there, but thought it was looking a bit scarier there with that 2-boom landing. Luckily for Cosmic Mind, I think Rage Quit had already taken most of the damage. This Jockey comes in from behind, actually lands on Lewis.
Double boom should be able to. Oh, that stumble actually pushes Zoe forward. What?
Yes. You hate to see it, but that's also one of the things you don't want to see.
That's also one of the
On
things
a
I blame
conflict.
Sir for, to be honest.
Yeah.
You beat me. You beat me too. I love my man, but
I would go deep into the explanation of why that would happen, but I don't want to hold the chat hostage.
maybe Bram can give us.
Charger going in here actually lands on the front with the spit on Francis. Jockey lands on the back momentarily, and that's a lot of damage rolling out onto Francis.
Bit of post-tank damage. Maybe Team Cosmic Minds are a little startled by how that tank went, but a little mispositioning causes an easy spit charge to land there. Difference of nearly 300 after round 1. Oh, solid work from Kefe, aka Anul. 45% SI nearly.
So G2 looking strong here on away. Cosmic Mind. A bit of a rough first map, but you know, if they get the ball rolling, they can definitely make a comeback here on these next few maps. Not sure if this is 1 to 5 or 1 to 4 as well, so I have to get some confirmation on that from someone.
Very good. I always forget whether it's 1 to 4 or 5. I think that's something that we always.
I'm willing to bet that it's 1 to 4.
Are you willing to bet that? Are you a betting man?
I'm a betting man. I'll bet my life on it.
Okay.
All right. As we are playing Dead Air, we are also experiencing the actual dead air on the cast. What's the problem, guys?
What is the
Just
problem?
clearing up a few things that
Just
were
clear my
presented
nose.
to us in Twitch chat.
Let's blow my nose real quick. But I'm back. Thanks for your concern there, sir.
Of course.
Very caring man you are.
It's all about
Back.
giving back to the community.
It's all about giving back. I think the community can really learn and appreciate your presence and all the work you've done for us. But it's not about you. It's about G2 right now and their survivor round. Spawn blocks going out as the survivors exit the safe room. Zoe will stand strong to block some spawns. A hunter, cheeky hunter. The spitter gets picked off quite easily by Ice. Unfortunately, the hunter does not get eaten.
Well, nice 3-beam
but a
coming
nice
out there by
triple.
Kevin.
That's anal, right?
Should be a bit of delay.
Oh, that comment!
Oh,
Just be glad it's a common.
Yeah, I am glad that's a common. Goodness.
so yeah, Survivor's just pushing through. Spawn's about to be up. They do have a charge bit here as it goes, it actually whiffs. But the Hunt Spit lands, so that'll be a bit of damage rolling out onto Zoe. But that'll be G2 just rushing to push this button and then probably get back inside. Bit of a late tank spawn here on map 2, 77%.
Yeah, I was about to say that. That's like the latest tank I've seen on this map, and it's definitely gonna be one in the cubicles.
Yeah. I still expect if they have the health. Well, they're actually taking it in a different room.
It's all about the mind game, and they're doing it
All
perfectly.
about the mind.
So I can't, I'm not sure, but I kind of expect G2 to take maybe one more hit and then try and push out, as the container will be down or close enough to be able to jump to. So it goes in, everything's pretty much shut down. G2 just electing to just sit here and camp it out. They're happy with how they're taking the hits and they have decent enough health at the moment. That is the container crossing all the way down, so maybe they're just going to try and wait one more hit, get rid of a few of these straggling common. Spitter is pre-spawned, actually goes for a pre-spit on Bill. Charger went for a stumble. But, Survivor had already crossed to the other side of the room. Boomer gets M2'd and Rex just pops it on himself. So G2 just gonna muscle their way through these common.
Hustle and muscle and
Spick goes
now
for a
holding
block.
on to that spitter.
Bit of
Dead.
few ticks there actually on Lion.
Damage.
Smoker's just going in by himself, Hunter lands. Just a bit of... One jockey actually landed at the front, didn't a little bit of damage, but a kind of uncoordinated hit there, I'd say. So, G2 just still pushing forward. Got another charge spit with Boomer and Smoker, so Charger's actually gone in and got a charge. Spits landed, but
A lot of damage here. Got Snipe, who's on 31 HP, obviously slow, who's popped his pills just then, and you've got Lion, who's about 5 HP off of being slow, all prior to tank.
so decent damage, but if you were the home team, you'd kind of want a bit more. G2 looking pretty satisfied with sitting here, but as I say that, a 2-boom lands in the back. Don't look back, hoping they didn't look back, and gets the 2-boom. G2 just gonna push back out into the open. Seems like all the horde are behind them, so pretty much a free run.
Quite weird though, because the tank spawned right underneath them, and it decided to go down first, and then it decided to go through the building again.
Yeah, a bit of confusion maybe. Wasn't thought they weren't gonna run back, but then they ended up running back. I'd assume. Nonetheless, tank is up and Kafey is, and he's just
He's
heading
in. Tank is in. The early smoke does not land on Lewis, but there will be an early corner onto Lewis regardless. 2 punches going for a third, and an in cap on 3 punches.
Ooh,
Bill
very close. Hunter needs
Francis
to delay, just make some
punch
noise.
down.
This could be a wipe
Bill
here.
will be cornered. Bill is going to get cornered. That might be a wipe if the
Oh,
Hunter
no.
gets in the way of the tank's arm. Hunter.
Hold still. I'm gonna get
I
you
think
back.
that maybe
We gotta move.
that just seemed like a bit of miscommunication, but I think the tank should have actually left the person he was punching there at the end and let the hunter get him, because the other person, even if he would have landed the hunt, he was right next to a down survivor, so it probably would have been pretty instantly cleared. But do you have a pause coming out? G2 pause, so maybe a crash or a bit of lag or something.
Maybe just a lunch break. We can go back to our 30-minute wait from yesterday.
But yeah, what are your overall thoughts on that tank? So
I mean, like you said, it was looked like a little bit of miscommunication with that hunter, especially. It was late, but the smoker, when he missed the early pull, I think he could have survived if he just pulled back a little bit. But he went in as the tank was committing, and the tank definitely did not need his help or assistance in that matter. He was just doing just fine with Lewis, and the Charger stumble actually got Francis down with a lot of punches coming out from the Charger as well, just bullying them.
yeah,
I think
just
all they
giving
had to
him a
do
few
really was,
slaps.
yeah, like all they had to do was wait a little bit longer, be a little bit more patient.
Yeah, Tank did get a fairly early corner for himself, as you said. So bit of misplay from the infected, but still going to be pretty happy with that damage from the tank. Could have potentially been a wipe, but good damage nonetheless. So still stuck in this pause. Oh, just kidding. G2 have readied up and we are live once again.
Reloading.
So yeah, G2, 390 bonus at the moment. 189 health bonus, 200 DB. Nice pop there by Ice. This hit just got melted.
At this rate, I'm not gonna make it.
So as long as G2 take this next hit fairly well, it should just be potentially a one hit save or more. Charger's gone in, actually gets the solo charge onto the field.
Nice double boom. Oh, is that a triple? No, that's a double. Double boom. G2 should be able to roll into the safe room with a bonus of about 250 points or 200 if they take the next couple, well, just the next hit.
They
Well,
have one more hit now because of this delay, but they have charge spit as well. Let's see what else they got. Jockey. Charger's actually going inside and whiff. That's not what you want to see for the last hit. So just relying on this maybe wall kick spit now once they come inside. Comes in, lands on Bill, but that's an awkward spit angle and he whiffs it. It's the side of the wall there, so decent take by G2, just shutting down these last couple hits, like minimalizing the damage.
Yeah, but it's not like G2 isn't leaving them any room to play. They're actually splitting up quite often. It's just that the infected team play isn't really there. Which is what you've been
I'd
seeing a
have to
lot this
agree.
tournament, to be honest. Like, for example, that last hit with the spitter, that should have definitely been something.
a little something, something.
A little
I
something,
agree.
something, you know what I mean?
I agree. I'm on your team here, man.
But that's really what separates these teams, isn't it? Sir and iPAT. Yeah, you need to be able to play Survivor,
Yeah,
but equally so you need to be able to play Infected. You need to have this kind of communication and synchronization to do well.
100%. Think teams are too focused on, you know, being the strongest survivor team in the game. But if you're not going to be able to back your strength in survivors with coordination of SI to get good amount of damage, to maximize damage, you're not going to be able to really progress as a team in this tournament. And we've seen that. We've got, you know, many teams in the past have had very strong survivors, but, you know, they can sometimes be let down by poor choices with their infected. It doesn't help. It doesn't.
Yeah, as we're going live. First, it's just going to be the 2-2 with the Hunt jockey, so
My boy
not expecting
Reg.
too much damage. And they're going in early. Pre-spit at the back, actually. Ooh, nice skip there.
Bumble's not. Oh, Boomer. I accidentally said Bumble. Jeez, awkward. The
And if you
Boomer
guys
Bumble.
noticed,
I'm reloading.
if you guys noticed or not, but apparently it has nothing to do with the game itself. But if you wish to unready on this server, you can just say fuck it in chat.
Reloading.
Really?
Okay,
Yes.
nice.
It said NR or fuck it.
Can we get a test? Can we have a? We can't do that, can we? We don't need to ready up as spectators.
I mean, on this hallway. Lands, charge a whip.
Nice bit towards the back of the elevator. Louis.
Overshot it a little bit, but
Yeah. If that charger had landed, would have been more, you know, detrimental.
so Cosmic Mind just rushing out here. Bill's just rushing, gonna start the button and then can go straight in.
Good timing on that. Spawns are just coming up.
Oh,
Insta
what a
pops.
pop.
Wow. Hunter landing, jockey
Well, that's
landing, a nice
two-cap
little
there with the
2-cap.
spit.
That is going to be damage. Cafe,
A bit of
Cafe,
damage.
Anul on
Oh, they're
55
deciding to copy
HP.
G2 and go
Oh,
into
they're
this
changing things up, changing it up. Too often do we see rooms spawning. You know what this does? It eliminates SI using the staircase. So, I mean, they still have the room directly opposite the corridor, Charger Land, Hunter, and Smoker, and Boomer.
Pretty sure an
all
Uzi
chipping
just
away.
had speed trying to clear common off of him. But this is a player I like to see. No, they're going back. I kind of wanted them to push forward there and maybe take this over container choke. The spawn's being done, but I like not to. Just going to clear out the common.
Reloading.
So both teams taking a bit of damage prior to tank. I think at this stage, Cosmic Minds may be taking it a little better.
Ooh,
Charger misses. Hunter.
Lewis not falling for that twice.
Yeah. I ain't falling for that twice, Chief. I think they're going to make their way to the
Decent
top now.
health. Not
Yeah, I'd say so.
crazy damage, but
I'd say so.
still be pretty happy as he waiting.
I think taking the room, deciding to move it there, is actually a pretty good call. It seemed like a random call at first, but I think it's because of the beds with the spit spread.
Yeah,
Like
the
the
bed and, like,
usual
the bench
room.
in that. Yeah.
You just get it everywhere. Charger's not ready.
Oh, that spit charge is going in. That charger can't find a spawn, but managed to get
Oh,
lured.
no.
Oh,
Oh,
Spit as
Louis,
well.
Louis. What have you done,
he's slow
Kefe?
again. I think did he just pop?
Yeah, he
Or
did.
He
pop his
popped.
pills.
2 pills down the drain.
Reloading.
Good clear on that jockey on the back. Seems like G2 a bit like
Reloading.
out of sync at the moment.
Reloading.
Pop goes the Boomer. Well cleared
Reloading.
by Kefe.
Reloading.
G2 stepping it up a bit with RSI. As they go into this choke now. With a Hunter, Smoker, Spitter, and Charger.
Yeah, so good
Charger
set for
coming
this
from
little
behind.
choke.
Is it? No, it's not. It's changed positions to the front. Not too sure if it's the best sending all the SI from the front. Nevertheless, the Charger going in and will get routed. Francis Lewis doesn't ski this. Well, it could have been worse. As that smoker
Oh,
gets a
that
cheeky
smoke's-
pull. Cheeky pull.
I was about to say Lewis did well to actually get back into the line of
Vision,
sight of his
yeah.
team so that they could clear him, but that pull, that smoke is still being up kind of.
Another set of kills onto Gefe. I mean, they still got good amount of health going to this tank fight, so I
Yeah,
don't
she's
imagine.
needed. This tank is going straight in, I think. Oh no, he was going down as well.
I'm not sure why both teams' tanks decided to run all this way when they could literally just step outside down the bottom. Maybe they're scared of AI potentially. These charges goes in for a sack, I assume.
Good shutdown.
Quickly-
Where is my
quickly
charger? Where is my tank, rather? Rolling in, crossing the plank. Tank in the
down to
hands of
15.
Reggae Boy. Smoker, Jockey, and last one to be determined. Oh, and a boom as the tank's rolled in and gets an easy corner onto Zhao.
Yeah, nice
2
early pull
punches
there.
left until this tank. Oh, actually gets one more. Oh, that's a great pull by. Who is that? Smoker. That was great.
Nice.
Ice Smoker gets the tank.
If this
Another.
Derby goes into his back, this could be the wipe here. Smoker's
Oh, what
gonna
is
be
that
up
tank
in
swinging at?
as well.
Oh, the tank's dead. What? I really
He
thought
missed
that
the
was going to
punch.
be white. Oh, he did
Yeah,
too.
that's good time.
He backed up a little bit too far, and then when he tried to get back in, he missed it.
I think
got
both
hit.
teams had that one SI that just didn't go in. You know, that Jockey didn't go in early enough while there was 2 people left, and for Team Cosmic Minds, they didn't have that Hunter go in early enough. So that could have been a wipe from both sides as the Hunter delays it on Zhao. Unnecessarily though. I don't think they were going to send in any SI there.
I got you.
Yeah, I'd say that during that tank, Jockey just really needed to go in to stop Zoe from shooting tank, because then by the time, even if the Jockey got killed, the Smoker would have had a recharge and
If I go down,
Yeah.
don't
would have been
All that
tripling
Jockey had to
cap.
do was distract Zoe. You know, the tank had landed that punch that he whiffed.
grabbing a machine gun.
So
Could have
going
been a
for
little
death
something.
charge, or no, he bets against it.
It's some
Didn't
real
back himself.
bullshit right here.
Dusty would have landed it. So.
So a good hit. Maybe not with Smoker, but Jockey Charger, Spitter in this stairway.
I messed up.
Smoker pre-spawns, makes him back up. Nice self-clear by Francis. Charges going in. Whiffs.
Bitor causes some
Oh,
separation
no.
with Francis, who is in the spin. He could have just hopped onto the rail, could he not?
Hold still. I'm gonna
Who invented these spit spreads?
We gotta
Oh,
I don't know
goodness.
who did,
What config are we playing?
Their name starts with
Ah.
S, to be honest. More than
but
likely.
his ZZZ mod.
ZZZ mod.
Ah, shit, I'm not doing
Oh well. Cosmic Minds have also lost this round on their own home server.
Yeah, 0 DB. All health bonus at the moment, so they need to try and preserve that. Charges pre-spawn at the back. Nice dodge on the tongue there
Misses
by
on Zhao.
Francis. That could have been scary. They almost got 2 cap at the front.
Yeah, they nearly did. Smoker just missed.
Reloading.
3 boom landing. Bill is on, well, bleeding to 1 HP as he makes his way to the exit of the building. They're obviously
Jockey
going to
didn't
play
go
on
in.
him.
Oh, nice
Nice
M2 there,
bunt
but he's
by
gonna get in.
Zhao. End
Oh, nice
result
skate.
ultimately the same. Double in cap rolling out onto Team Cosmic. Nice shutdown by Dunlook. Oh, bit of
190 bonus.
Bit of door roulette there on the way out.
It's just Zoe.
Oh, no.
no.
Ah, yeah.
Taunting the other team.
I think they're not happy with the performance of this round and don't really think it's the best
Nice
play
charge
to.
under the bonus. They should deplete the bonus because they're not clearing it either.
Yeah, they're not.
Oh, and Francis is dead.
I mean, will we see a
Go
one
naked.
server home and away again? It's already happened twice or 3 times today. Rage Quit has deaded, leaving
Bill's got half
Zhao.
of Zimbabwe on him. He's struggling at the moment.
Babui.
He might die.
Not too sure if, you know, is that Canada's BM? Bit of grief.
No.
And that DP, the hunter's just going for that
He's gonna
DP.
die
He
to
wants
common.
to finish him off 25, and he's dead.
Nice slap in the back.
I don't see Team Cosmic Mind mentally in it at the moment, and this will reflect the performance going into round 3 and 4. If they want to make some kind of comeback on their own home server, they're going to have to do it now, or else we will be seeing potentially a one server match.
I mean, they didn't have much bonus, but I'm not really sure why they decided to shoot that car. Like, a bit frustrated with the round, but still, if they wanted to make this comeback, they probably need to make that in with just that bit of bonus. Get
Salt
those few
young
extra
blood.
points.
Okay. No need to do that. You know, Dino shot the can during our tank during the event the other day, and you know, did we grief? No,
Well,
we
I
bullied
mean,
the
we
shit out
didn't,
of
but Dino was griefing.
That was griefing.
I don't think Team Alkalax is good to use as a, what do you call it?
What do you call it, sir?
Standard. To set them as a
What you-
standard.
What you trying to say?
Young blood.
I'm trying not to be offensive. I'm trying really
Reppin'.
hard, but I believe
Reppin'.
every single map that you guys played, there was at least one player that was grief-like behavior.
Grief-like behavior. Hey
Let's
man,
put it like that.
hey man, don't hate the
I mean-
players, hate the game. All right.
Hate the config.
Hate
Hate the
config creator.
hate the config creator.
So, first hit. 3-cap boom, charger, smoker, jockey, boomer.
Okay, Boomer. That charge jumping from the heavens and lands a single charge. That Boomer, what a
Ooh.
What a
boom.
jockey in the back. Look at the separation jockey.
Sending the Jonkey all the way to the save. This is what I like to see. Oh yeah, Cosmic Minds showing they're turning up.
That's a good start to
DP Jonkey too.
Reloading.
Tank is at 51 percentile.
be post-event. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to maybe push out, but they might try and go back. Not really sure.
Do they get a cheeky hit here? Cosmic Minds are, you know, a lot of the Asian teams are known to send in SI.
Seems like no one's ready. Charger spawns at the bottom of the ladder. He's struggling.
Climb that ladder!
Face plant.
Sent to his death. That charger ladder was too strong. Zhao remains on 0 as G2 will take that free hit.
So next hit, quad actually. Not the most ideal spot to try and hit a quad, but
Yeah, they might save it.
yeah, it's
They
pretty much
might
save or go, and if they go, G2 might just push forward and spawn the tank.
Well, with
Yeah.
the positions of the infected thus far, the goose.
They
They
could have gone
are going to
early.
save.
Like, if they're still waiting now and then deciding to go before they even move, then yeah, that's a free tank spawn. So yeah, they're definitely gonna save this and try and get the quad.
One.
And G2 just pretty happy, like they don't really care, they're just gonna make sure there's no comment on the map, and they go into this choke and it cool, calm, and collected is G2.
Very calmed.
Much
51%. Is that near the ladder of the big building that the tank can just climb up and take the rooftop?
I think they're gonna be able, if they wanted to, I think they can push out on this. But it's kind of sketchy.
I think they will be able to push out. I just want to see that tank bringing a bin and a car as well as a forklift.
Well, I don't
Toys in
assume
there.
that they're gonna save spawns either, so they're probably gonna try and hit this quad, and then they're pretty much gonna give the decision to G2 if they miss to either push out or go back.
You're a betting man, sir. Is this going to be a quad? What are the odds?
I believe this is gonna be a miss from the Charger.
All right, charger in the hands of Don't Look Back.
They send it in,
It does
and it is a whiff.
He does
So
miss.
the prediction, man.
Oh, Wookie. Anyone in chat want to, you know, make a few tips, a few bets? Sir's your
So
guy.
actually, this is a real bot.
Left minute 2 live betting.
I don't mean to brag, but I do have a lot of screenshots of my successful esports bets.
Okay, there you go. Well reflected. That last hit. Tank won't go back for the car, doesn't have too much time to muck around. We'll try getting this forklift out in about 14 punches.
Oh,
Tank getting
oh,
frustrated by this forklift. Now on the 6th punch. Now we're looking at rock number 3. And he
there it
has
is.
got it! Ah! Does he? Does he?
He does.
He's got it out.
He's got it out there.
So G2 looking to get this pre-chip, just standing like right next to the fence in the safety zone. Free chip here.
Safety zone. The tank will be rocking in with a 3-cup. Smoker, Hunter, and Jonky. Will they send all the SI in to support the tank this time? Smoker out of play, too far, but Lewis caught off guard
nice
by a
cover.
Hunter. Rock.
Okay, cleared.
Rage Rock.
Oh,
Oh, that jockey takes Snippy to the back of the generator. The tank is just chasing, and is forced to
Reloading.
decommit. He had no other
and
choice.
G2 are just doing the smart thing. They're just gonna run as
Just
much
go,
of the map as
go.
they can.
Just go. There was no point of
Get through
climbing that.
this choke without a spit. That's pretty huge.
This is an AI tank, I believe. Is it though? Is it though? It is.
Mm-hmm.
They should just go at this stage. They can easily take the entrance to the car park, but they take the safer route, kill the tank, and then progress forward.
So yeah, I think a bit of a misplay there on the tank's part. Once the hunter got cleared, he rocked the survivor and then just got a bit too
Punched him away.
excited and punched him away when he probably could have circled around and punched him into the fence.
Probably the better option at that point. The tank, I keep saying tank, the car alarm being triggered by Snipe trying to clear that smoker, but not really going to make too much of an impact on the map progression for Team G2 as they are on a steady 724 bonus. One more hit to the safe room. This could be looking like a 3K after 3 maps on
Yeah,
the
this
away
is-
server.
This is scary. Like if you're Cosmic Mind, you're not very happy with this performance. I don't think on home server. G2 obviously
Nuh-uh.
very pleased.
Well, G2 is just a very well-rounded team. They've played in many tournaments before, and
Charge has gone in,
Spin
landed
charge
the
does
charge.
land onto Snippy, nearly getting in-capped, losing about 100 bonus off that hit.
Probably could have
Nevertheless,
jumped on the rail there, but decided to run.
turn around, Zoe's jockey.
iPAT would have heard that and planted it.
I would have heard it a mile away. Regardless, they are just shy of 3K.
I'm really torn up.
So yeah, pretty. I mean, on this kind of ping, besides Lion, everyone else on the around 150 plus, 584 bonus. That is very respectable.
Oh, this is looking out of reach by Team Cosmic Minds. They need to show up. Map distance will get them to 1739. They need another 1150 points to catch up. Of
Yeah,
bonus,
they
that
really need
is.
a big map here, and then they're
Map
gonna
that.
need to win map 4 as well.
That offers 1320 bonus. That is looking a little difficult at the moment. But hey, you never know. Maybe they're also very competent on red. If we had to take it away to Russia. Now, I just saw that message called Sir with the unready option of saying fuck it. My there. Bit of comedy humor by the
So just to
Bombanian.
refresh, Charger Jockey, Smoker Boomer first hit, Smoker's rocketed forward.
Nice double boom. There was potential to have a nice 2-cap at the front. G2 unable to capitalize.
This
Charger
Charger.
to get 2 punches though. Charger ain't leaving Zoe alone. Zal, do something.
Yeah, could have been more damage on that first. That was a good clear on the smoker. Jockey was right on Zoe before she got that clear. So.
G Cosmic Minds are opting to shoot the can prior to getting into position. This may backlash the Smoker and Boomer and Hunter. Entire
They
hit.
are shutting down their
ineffective.
spawns.
Effective. Very well done.
Smoker kind of pre-spawned a bit. I think he was trying to catch the last person to cross. Maybe just to pre-spawn a second too early and gave the last person a chance to just hide behind the pole.
Reloading.
So I'm not expecting too much from this hit, but Jockey, Smoker, spit a charger. See what they can do with it here.
Well, if they send this hit in, they should be saving this. If I was G2, I'd save this hit for the alley.
Reloading.
Don't do it! Don't do it! Wasted hit, wasted opportunity. They honestly should have just saved it for the alley. A spit charge, Smoker Jockey there would have been crucial, but they have saved the spitter, I suppose, giving them a 2-2
Maybe going
for
for a
next hit.
spit one? He is.
Unable to
Gonna-
reach, Mantis will run right through. Misplay by team G2. They
Good
will have
takes
to.
though so far from Cosmic
Yeah,
Mind.
Cosmic Mind, I agree. Ooh, missed opportunity for a bunt pop there. Do have a 3-cap spit this hit. They're actually going in. That Hunter. Night by Rage Quit Noob.
And the spit's coming down.
Yeah,
Shout.
to the heaven.
And still get around it on the left once this death spit goes. Oh! Zoe's just like, I don't care about that spit and runs straight through it.
Reloading.
0 given. Tanks in the hands of.
Oh, Lion Tank might have to get Rajesh ready for this one. See what he does. See if he goes back first or if he's just going for forklift. It goes in. Charges his punch and gets 2 punches. Ooh, almost.
Nice damage onto.
The typical play here by survivors, just like sitting in this fence where it's, besides if you get played on by an infected, it's pretty much just free chip onto the tank as he tries to hit the forklift in.
Look where that tank's going. He's repositioned very well, but he's gonna have to go back to his left to get the
I don't know if
forklift.
this was worth it. Maybe he was thinking about trying to get a hittable in or something. He's gonna have to drop down just to get to the forklift, then hit it.
Okay, the tank is now committing. Sorry, caution to cut you off, but I will take it from here, matey. The tank is now committing on the survivors, and he is making his way to the big car with the 4 wheels and the fork at the front. He is trying to hit it, but not managing to get it in a good position. He should leave the toy now and just go to hit the survivors. A smoker landing on the chocolate man and get 2 punches onto him. He will now look to spread the damage, missing 1 arm. He misses 2 arms. Lion, this is your team captain. You better hit somebody better. He gets 2 punches and dies there on the floor. Oh my.
And
Wow.
we're back. Thank you, Rajesh.
Thank you. He just cut you off like that. Oh, at least he said sorry. But...
Grab and peel.
I mean, I could never be angry at Rajesh. So yeah, a bit of Lion kind of playing around with that hittable a bit too long. Lost a lot of health doing so. Ended up getting a bit of damage, a bit more damage in the end than I thought he should have. Jockey lands, insta cleared. Charges go up. Nice charge there onto Lewis by. Is that Rhett?
Gonna
Or
hurt
is he
them.
this way?
That's gonna hurt them. If it hadn't been for that spit charge, I would have said that Cosmic Minds have really, well, regardless, they've done a good job this survival round. I haven't seen too much separation. I have seen good clearing of ESI. They're trading fire pretty well.
Reloading.
They're a little more
To keep these
focused
scores
around.
even.
Reloading.
Just under. I mean, they will lose the 3rd map as well.
Oh,
Their home
Zoe.
server at the Smoker, Jockey and Hunter landing. Hunter unnoticed at the Zoe losing a lot of health there as the boomer will land possibly from behind the car. Nice single boom from Lyon.
Yeah, Cosmic Combine can't really afford to take too much more damage here if they try. They want to try and bring this back, or at least keep it close and try and do something on a wave. Last hit, they do have a charge spit, and they've been landing their charge spits, so it's a scary last hit. And there it is. To
A fat
Zoe
hit
again.
to finish off.
Oh no.
Jockey's just
DB.
gonna do further damage to the damage bonus. I see there. Shout out to Peter Griffin donating a bit of bits to Vanille. I know what you're up to. I know what you're up to.
So yeah, losing a bit of DB there at the end, only making it with 236 bonus compared to G2's 584. So, not looking too hot for Cosmic Mind at the moment, but you
What
know.
are they? 913 points behind?
I'll take your word for it.
I think we all have that. Like when somebody calls out the difference between the scores, the other person like is doing the calculating just stops. You're like, okay, I can accept that.
Yeah. Alright.
Sounds right.
32 tank early, so let's see if they can actually increase their lead and make this a definite one game.
Pretty sure this
Or-
tank percentage, and correct me if I'm wrong, it spawns behind the fence.
But it starts before they start the event.
Yes, yes. Tank spawns before event, spawns behind the fence. So if the survivors were aggressive, they could push out. However,
Yeah, they
if
need
the
to be
SI
careful
hold
with their
spawns,
spawns.
yeah,
If they sack too early, I think G2 is just going to force this tank back and get maybe a few hundred chip, and then they're also going to have the open area. I think Cosmic Mind really need G2 to decide to fight it in one of these rooms if they really want to try and get a wipe. And then this opens just a bit too hard unless you get some magic tri-cap landing.
magic,
Bit of magic.
bit of match. Waiting for Reg, naughty boy Reg, and Cafe. Ready up before we finish off the last round. Now I'm just gonna get some clarification. Vanille, do you know if this is just 1 to 4? Great chat. I'll just ask everyone then.
A bit of global coming in from the admin.
Just gotta check if it's gonna be map 1 to 5, but I've just been left hanging. Playing map 5. It seems like.
That kind of still gives
so.
them a chance. That gives them a chance, but
This is home and away.
that is correcto.
I'm pretty sure.
Although it might not be a home and away, looking at the scores and how well
Mm.
G2 have been playing at the moment.
Indeed, indeed. Zhao with the last tank in his hands.
So Jockey's already pre-spawned. Charger
Oh
coming
dear,
through
this
the
could
middle.
be dangerous, but well shut down by G2. All the SI nearly came from the same area. Jockey coming in from the front. Not really
Yeah, good
effective if you're
skeet
from
and,
one area.
Charger just got melted. Just that Jockey really
Melted?
doing the damage. So
Now look at that man at the front. He spawns the tank, but they opt not to push out. Now that tank does spawn behind that fence. Ice,
and
the man in lead. They're going back
this
to the
could
safe room.
be. G2 might not
Ooh.
expect this actually. This could be really good. He's going to come in from behind where you would usually go if they were out in the open, and he's going to be right in their face. Going to avoid a bit of chip coming in on the way.
They need to get rid of that boomer. They either use it or they leave it, and the survivors are now kiting the tank forward.
Yeah, they figured it out, and the tank's also failing this jump. Oh, he's got it now.
He's got it. He's got it.
And they're going to push.
But
They might
this
push all
kid-
the way out into the open.
This is a good chance for the boomer to do something. If you've ever got a chance, this is your chance, boomer. So you better set yourself up top, buddy. Set yourself up top, allowing the survivors to just push out into the open.
Oh, and he's missed the
missed
rocket.
jump spot. Oh dear, the tank will be able to get Zoe here with a good damage count by, I think it was Ice, possibly.
Could maybe play on this,
Or
could
not.
maybe get out, don't have to commit.
Nice, good
Survivor
stuff,
in
good
a-
stuff. Good recovery here. Ooh, good skeep by the rock by, I think it was Snipe. Charger, big whiff. I don't think it was necessary for the Charger to go in at that point of time. Nice curves landing out by Zhao. Ooh, baited
Probably
out for
gonna-
a punch. He should be. Oh, that's black and white. Zoe nearly.
He's whiffed a punch.
The punch, good regathering. Gets 2 punches onto Bill and a third nearly. Narrowly misses, but
I have to say, it's good damage there for what he got. The support,
Yeah, I have to agree. But
especially with that boomer.
just to point it out, that boomer really let the tank down. He had, I'd say, a lot of time to position himself forward. He could have gone up top, taken the ladder, out of the upper ground.
yeah. I think
But
that was also
whiffed.
really well played by G2, like figuring out where the tank's coming from and then, you know, pushing themselves into a
Oh,
good
yeah,
advantage
definitely.
outside.
Good awareness, good awareness. It always helps if you're trying to kite the tank. It's all about the awareness and moving together as a squadron. As a hunter spawns and goes in with the Charger. Nice double boom landing, and the Charger manages to pick up Zoe on the way, who will eat a bit of spit damage here. And Francis being slapped by the common. Zoe nearly made black and white just then.
So G2 just popping up, they're just gonna power through. What would you say, 2 hit safe room? Maybe 3 if they get delayed.
I'm reloading. This really hurts.
2-2 as well with not ideal cap. Just making on for a pullback. Lands for a couple ticks. Shot down. And yeah, there's just going to be 1 hit safe room at this point. And G2 looking pretty healthy.
Making all 4 safe rooms with a good amount of bonus will just take them shy of 4k for this round. Maybe 4,800 if they take this. Sorry, 3,800 if they take this.
And Charger
Hit.
just gets obliterated.
Lewis will shut down maybe the Hunter. Snipe in to save him. What's the Spitter gonna do alone with the Jockey? Jockey spawns now, just gonna get bunted and shut down, and the Spitter spit blocks the door, but still means the safe room bonus is gonna be 418, giving them nearly 3,800 points. Just a strong demonstration of high ping gameplay by G2 on the Bombanian server.
Yeah, G2 just
Really?
looking too strong at this point. What are your thoughts so far on the match, sir?
It's looking pretty one-sided here. Let's see if they can actually do something on this map here.
What could Cosmic Mind have done better? Is my question to you, gentlemen.
Honestly, in every single round where you ask me that question, it's pretty much always been synergy with the team, both on Survivor
Yeah.
side as Infected side.
Yeah, I've seen this now, not just by this Chinese
Yeah.
team. A lot of the Asian teams have got a bit of uncertainties lying around their coordination with their SI. The middle-seeded teams.
Yeah.
Just something that need to probably work on as they make their way into round 3 to 6 of the Swiss stage.
They're just not
Yeah,
really
so-
like Sir said, not synergizing at all. Like a few of those hits you just saw like a Charger going in first in like an open area and just getting melted. And then the spawns were coming in after it. Usually you typically have that the other way around, you know, like sending in, you know, Jockey, Hunter or Smoker and then just trying to get that spit charge to land. So mainly just SI play. I think Survivor could be a bit better, but they've done decent. Maybe tank fights have been a bit of their downfall.
Or even post-tank fights. I mean, last round Cosmic Minds did a good job fighting that tank, and just took a bit too much damage post-tank as that Charger leads and gets melted. Hunter does land, but I don't think too much spit damage will affect Bill. That was a good shutdown. I like that.
Yeah,
You'd
that
like
Charger
to
just
see
came
that.
around the corner and left, right, good night by the
All
Survivors.
these shotties facing him. spawning up the tank. Now that will be in the hands of Ice.
Baby.
Baby. Oh yeah, thanks for finishing that off for me. That boom unsuccessful by Gefe. Sorry, shut down by Gefe. Oh, that's a quad charge, nearly. That was looking promising. That tank is below the survivors at the moment, just flirting by the ladder of death.
As iPAT refers to it.
The ladder of death. That ladder. I'm telling you, whoever put that ladder right there. Look, the tank doesn't even want to go near that ladder. The tank's like, fuck that ladder. Hell nah. Takes a back ladder instead. Taking the top and curving through the ceiling cavity. That ladder can be the end of you. Send you
Already
into early
taken
retirement.
500 chip as well, so gonna take a fair bit of chip just committing in here, but
Okay, a bit of Mandarin
worries,
in
mate.
our
Yeah, I was wondering where that came from.
Sorry, I just had to practice my Mandarin. I've been, helping my people out here. It's all about giving back to the community. As the tank rolls in, the SI have already pre-spawned at the front. The Charger and Jockey, the tank manages to get an early punch, but misses the second punch and lands a third punch onto Bill there.
This tank's not losing any health.
Nah, not being shot here by the SI. Obviously the SI don't shoot tank, by the survivors.
Wow, how is he
Spreading
still
the
alive?
love. I don't know.
He didn't lose health there for a solid, I want to say, at least 5 seconds. Like, as soon as those spawns went and a couple of them died, then he still just was not losing health.
I mean, I think he could have committed in capping whoever he punched first before taking the ladder, forcing the guy on top to hop off. But, you know, he punched him once, tried to take the ladder punch, missed that punch, and then, you know, it could have been
Well,
done
it's
better on
hard
both
as
sides.
playing tank. You kind of want to force
that is
fighters down bottom so that your spawns
Yeah.
can actually do something there, or the stumble back and spit. as
Yeah,
well,
look,
right?
that's just, again, post-tank damage, really hurting Cosmic Mind.
The guys did well to actually spread the damage out there towards the end. Like, these boys are
Officially
already looking.
lost all 4 maps thus far on their own home server. There is a finale, as clarified by Old Mate in their team. In Team Cosmic Mind, there's a nice jump charge and spit to cover up. The Jockey will do further insult. Oh no, he won't. He misses once, misses twice, misses 3
Insulting
times.
himself.
Yeah, he's insulting himself at that point. Could have been an in-cap on Zoe had he landed that Jockey in that spit.
Something ain't working right.
Nice knowing ya.
Feel bad for Bram.
Nice knowing ya. Your short cameo was well noted. Hunter skeeted by Gefe. There's a lot of separation here.
He's
I think he's
over
had
it.
enough. He's just like, send me home. I'm going back. He's just
Deli.
running. He's just running, blocking spawns at the moment now. But that was very momentary as he just continues to run. I think this will spell the end of even the match. I don't think we'll see a home server for the Russians as the Charger misses, but Jockey misses once, misses twice, misses 3. Ooh, gets
Oh,
on the
the
third.
wall kick is caught off. Cafe.
What are you doing at the front there, Gefe? Is this a GG leave match? No, they are playing 5 rounds actually.
Yeah,
too
they might
sure.
just play the 5th map and then GG it from there.
Yeah, I don't know, just a bit of griefing, I suppose. Not really griefing, but they've just lost hope at the moment, and it's really hard to mentally be in the game after you've lost a couple of rounds on your own home server.
Yeah, it's. I don't know. They didn't play too well. I think they were also just outclassed by G2. G2 playing like
Top
this
caliber
thing's
team,
nothing for them.
G2. This is just bonus, you know. Losing by about 1,300
Oh, and they've
points.
actually
GG, you win.
They've GG'd it.
Damn it, this hurts.
He's Ice laughing.
With a BM from us. That's about to try and force him to say.
Some classic Russians having no respect of what the other team's feelings
Yeah.
are.
Overall thoughts on the match as we before we wrap it up. What are your thoughts on that, sir? What do you think?
I think G2 certainly played well on the away match. About 3,800 points. Very fine looking score to be dropping on the board. SI was a bit here and there at some times. You know, some tank plays were fine. A few punches missed, but that's okay. Overall, G2 just dominated the Cosmic Minds, who seemed to have a late comeback on map 3. They played quite well, but it was just time and time again where post-tank damage was just hurting a little too much, to the point where it resulted in a 1,300 point loss on their own home server.
Yeah, and just the lack of their damage on these post tanks 2G too. Like a lot of their hits were just getting shut down, or like as we were saying, not synchronized, uncoordinated. And you can't really be having that kind of SI play when you're versing a team like G2. You know? Definitely one of the top teams in Left 4 Dead 2 at the moment. Yeah, any final thoughts from you, sir?
I think we've covered it all. I think I've still covered. I do think round 2 has seen incredibly one-sided matches so far, though.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a bit more even, but yeah, it seems to still be a bit one-sided. Hopefully, round 3 we should see
Dead
a bit
center.
more even games. Yeah, a bit
Dead
dead center.
center.
Still got a few more matches to be played out today, though. I think there's one. Let me check the time. Probably in around
Oh,
6
it is.
hours ish.
Yeah, 6 hours. We're having a game in 6 hours. That will be quick cleans.
Oh, number Seed 2 in the
Seed
tournament.
2 taking on the Canadians in the North Americanos. Youngblood.
That could potentially maybe be the best game. So everything else has been kind of a blowout. I thought that maybe 5MA versus 5 non-Blakes. I thought that game would be a bit better than what it was, but yeah.
A lot of the home and away matches have just ended up being a one match GG. I think that was the 3rd or 4th one for the day. But you don't expect the top seed teams to really show up in these Swiss stage rounds. So that's all from us, folks. G2 move into round 3 with 2 out of 2 wins. I think Cosmic Minds with 1 and 1. And like Caution said, there will be a match that will be streamed by vanille. No, by Sir, your very own Sir Bram.
Bram.
In 6 hours. In Bram in 6 hours time. So thanks for joining. Hope you enjoyed the very brief match. Till next time.
Adios.
Bye.